two, one. We are recording, and welcome everyone to this ninth version of Law of Attraction with your host Daniel Jordan. And
Oh, I was supposed to cue in. Okay. Well, hey, what's up, guys? My name's Brian, as you know. I feel like I might be clipping. As you guys can see, I have this new contraption in front of me. This is a mic. It's going to make me sound a lot better. Unfortunately, you guys like to hear more of me. But yeah, here we are. Today's Wednesday. Usually we film these on a Sunday. Past couple of weeks, we've been a little bit busy. So we're back to you now.
how do I zoom?
How do you use Zoom or how do you Zoom?
Zoom. Oh, there it is. Boop.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that face. Look at that
Oh,
face.
that was way too close. No, terrifying.
Yeah, you were fine earlier. I was wondering why you wanted to Zoom.
I was seeing a little bit too much of the void of abyss of the back of my. Wow, I have really small arms. Seeing the back of the void of the abyss of over there.
Shit. Well, Daniel, how you been, man? It's been 2 weeks. What you been up to?
I'm doing very good. How about you?
Pretty all right. So now I have to answer the question: what were you up to for the past 2 weeks?
2 weeks ago, I went to visit some relatives. And last week I was driving up from the Los Angeles area.
Nice, nice. Happy late birthday, Marwin. You're supposed to be here, but you've only been on for like I think 1 or 2 episodes. I think one, just one.
I think he wants to go on a drive. We might, if you want to do a drive later on tonight. I think we're.
I got an eye appointment at 8 in the morning, bro.
I have work at 9 in the morning. So.
Good, fair point. I don't even know if he's still down to a drive. I mean, he might already be like just at home. I don't know. We'll see. He always wants to. I mean, both of you guys always want to do things when I'm busy, which is fine. But it's just like bad timing all the time, you know.
You just need to be less busy.
I wish I could control that, man. I really do. But if it's any consolation, I've done well on all my midterms so far. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, what else? What have I been up to? Today I did an oil change on my old ass whip. I also got this thing called Meguiar's Plastex because I have slightly foggy headlights, and I already did like the whole wet sand and finish thing, but I forgot to clear coat it, so they turned yellow again.
Yep.
I didn't want to do all that, so I got this thing called Meguiar's Plastex, and it cleared up the headlights a little bit. Probably could. It would have been better, obviously, if I just wet sanded it. Yeah. But it's like a $6 product, so I'll take it.
Not bad.
Does the job. If you ever need to borrow any, I don't think you do because you have new headlights, but maybe on the Mini.
No, for the Mini, I'm gonna replace headlights soon.
You're gonna replace the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna do projectors.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. So right now, yeah, for mine, I have just random fluids in my garage right now. Cause on the Expedition, check engine light's still on. It's been on for about a month now.
Yep.
I brought it in. We actually did a smoke test at work. The worst culprit was the EGR valve, so that's gone. So I have a new one. I just need to install it. It's like 3 bolts. I was going to do it today, but I went into work today because I was off all weekend, and I was so behind on work. I was on the back end. What I have to do is input vehicles from our inventory onto the inventory of the
in your system or whatever.
We have 2 inventories that we go off of. We have the AutoNation one and the BMW one. It's always updated in the AutoNation one. I have to manually update in the BMW one, and I was doing it today, and I realized I'm 21 days behind.
Damn.
So
20.
that's because there's one person doing like 1,000 things at once. So I guess I was behind a little bit on that one, so I had to bust that out today. I forgot to update. Actually, I forgot to add those cars, but I updated the pricing on cars. So the pricing on all of our cars are currently accurate, and the descriptions of our vehicles are currently accurate. Does
this go to the website?
On the BMW USA.
Oh, BMW USA.
Because you can see all of our inventory of our used and CPO vehicles.
I see. So I thought they probably just went directly to like the dealership network to get that. Nope, it's all.
Nope, I have to input each one individually.
It would be so much easier if you were just to do that all in like, I mean, not for you, but for whoever implemented it, to put it all in like a table and then just have a link to that table. But
I don't think all dealerships use the same software.
That wouldn't
Um,
surprise me at all. They're all, I mean, they're privately owned, and you can't really have too much of the same. But I
yeah.
mean, yeah, I mean, get it done. I mean, I guess now you got time. Are you probably gonna come in on your off days, or are you gonna try to keep your
I did
schedule the
it
same?
today just because I was so backed up. I was gonna work on my cars today, but I'll do it Monday. I got my oil filter today for the Mini, so I'll eventually be doing all the fluid changes in that one. Um,
Can you get parts for your Mini at the BMW spot?
yes,
Okay,
it depends on the
then
part.
you're. Okay. Well, I mean, the rest of them probably gonna order online for cheaper
Yeah,
anyways, and go into
the
Mini.
oil filter we ordered. So we use basically we ordered an OEM oil filter, but it's not like a Mini part number. It's who Mini buys their oil filters from.
Okay. So like, what is it?
Ours
Man?
were Man, yeah.
Man. Okay. Yeah, because I know Man is like the gold, not the gold standard, but it's like the most popular for BMWs,
Yeah.
or at least of older ones.
Yeah, so I have a Man oil filter. Um, I'll do an oil change also on the Expedition. I have oil for that one. I have the filter for that one. But for the Mini, it's brake fluid because I don't know when that was done last. Rear brake pads because those are basically out. Um, Oil change because I don't know when it was done last, so just do it. Oil, it's cheap and it's the lifeblood of the car. And coolant expansion tank because the expansion tank, it's not a matter of if it's going to go out, it's when it's going to go out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
coolant flush because
Why not?
why
Might as
not?
well. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I power washed the underside of my car today.
Okay.
Just give it a little let because like I had a lot of oil residue just because every time I did my oil changes, I'd let a lot of oil drip onto like the lower parts of the braces and stuff like that. So there would just be oil there,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes me look like I have an oil leak, but I actually don't.
Mm-hmm.
So I cleaned that up as much as I could. I tried not to because my alternator is out in the open, right? I think like everyone's alternator is, but mine's like off to the side and they're really easy to get water on. So I kind of just did like one side of it and just went from the bottom, just tried to clear up as much as I could.
You could just put like a
And
bag on it or something if you wanted to.
yeah, but it's in such a hard place. Like it's right next to the header, and then it's also really close to like the front of the radiator, so I couldn't get my hand in there anyways.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so just clean that up. And when I was looking down there, it looks like my steering rack bushings were out, or like they were kind of going out. So I'm probably gonna place an order for those probably sometime this week, and then do those later on. Or maybe I'll just save those till when I do sways or coils or something like that, other suspension stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Cars are fun.
Cars are fun. We've been out for 2 weeks. Honestly, I forgot that like usually this podcast is like a good way for me to like keep track of time. I didn't even realize the Apple event was a whole week ago already, man. It's like it was on last Tuesday. So
Oh, really? Oh, well, what did they
I didn't
announce? They announced.
what did they announce? They announced not AirPod, HomePod Mini.
Cool.
So Google Home competitor. We could talk about that later. They announced new iPhones, so they have the new iPhone 12 Mini, iPhone 12, and then the iPhone 12 Pro, as well as the Pro Max.
iPhone 12 Pro. I honestly really do love that new iPhone.
I have been waiting
design.
for them to get rid of these edges and give us back the rectangular edges.
I love
They'll bring up the iPhone 12, the
these-
iPhone 4. Yeah,
those flat edges. Just
100%.
it's
I
just
agree with
like,
you, man.
It's such a
It looks,
good
it feels
device.
great. It is. I mean, I don't mind the this, but this feels very predictable in a way.
That's why, like, even my old Note 3 has flat edges. Like, it's something
Yeah.
nice, just like a flat surface to grab onto. I don't need a crazy thin phone. I go no case. Like
Yeah.
on my Pixel, I just have a skin on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the round edges are cool, but I do miss the. Oh, look at that car right there.
Oh, nice.
I do
Can't
miss.
really see it.
Yeah, I know, it's okay. Oh wow, I have information. Whoa.
Uh-oh. Exposing your public. Ooh, nice.
I have some.
I'm just getting the
amazingness
reflection
right
of your
there.
screen. Did it really just unlock itself, or do you have a fingerprint reader?
Fingerprint
on the
scanner
back?
on the back?
Okay.
Why are you?
One thing.
Oh,
one thing
let's actually turn the brightness down on the phone. That's probably why.
One thing I want though,
That's much
or I
better.
would have liked, is if they. I mean, this is like a tiny gripe. If they had made the rest of the body flush with the camera,
Yes.
and use that extra space to give us a bigger battery,
If they
or
had,
something.
if they had pushed that out, because it's what, like 2 millimeters.
Yeah. I think that they probably could have pushed it out. I mean, it doesn't
Or do
look
what they
bad.
did with the Pixel One.
What did the Pixel One?
It's a wedge phone.
Oh yeah, they could have, but again, I mean, Apple design, they want to be really like sort of symmetrical as best they
Well,
can
yeah,
get it.
because if they're using flat sides, it's gonna be hard to actually do like a curved phone. Because the
Yeah.
back of the Pixel, it's if you're physically touching both ends, you can tell the top of the phone is larger than the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So they
Yeah.
didn't have a camera hump. Now they do for some reason because everyone
They've
does.
had the camera hump for a while though. They've had the camera hump since like the iPhone 6, I think.
Um, yes.
Yeah, so it's been a while because that was the first one I had, and even putting it down now and typing on it, it's like it still moves. Either way, let's see what are the specs on this thing. I mean, specs are usual Apple specs. They put a faster processor in it.
Hmm.
They beef up the cameras, beef up the display. These are all 5G now, and 5G is going to be a new gold standard soon. I don't think it's going to really affect. It's going to affect us in some capacity, but it's like if you're living in a metropolitan area, which we really aren't.
Yeah.
Um, it'll help if we go to like San Francisco. It'll help if we go to LA, but it won't help us on the daily here.
At least not right now. It depends also what 5G you're using. Are you using a normal 5G or are you using the millimeter wave of
Oh
like
yeah,
gigabit per second 5G?
yeah. They also added this new glass technology, which actually makes it not glass, but like a different kind of material
Hmm.
with the ceramic shield thing. So it's supposed to be more drop resistant. We'll see how it does. I mean, I'll still end up probably putting on a D brand prism on whatever phone I get. I'm not gonna upgrade, but if I did, then I would obviously get that. What do you think about their pricing?
Let's pull that up right now.
Because right now they got the iPhone SE starting at $399. The 11 starts at $599. The iPhone 12 starts at $699 for the I believe for the mini, and then
12
the
Pro is
$999.
$999 and 12 Pro Max $1099.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
It's expensive, but you know what? There's more expensive phones out there now, so it's not like eye changing anymore.
Yeah, I feel like Apple's part of the reason that manufacturers are getting away with it. If
When they first broke the 999, I was like, why?
hmm
What was wrong with 600? But now you have the Galaxy Fold at like $2,000. So this is like
Yeah.
budget.
But
in a
the
way.
Galaxy Fold does more to innovate.
Yes.
You, like
Oh,
you,
100%.
you're paying more. You're paying because of the R&D. You're paying for all
Mhm.
that extra hardware, and obviously, I guess there is some software that has to be changed around. But for the
Yes.
most part, with the iPhone, you're mostly paying.
For that logo on the back.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I love Apple. Everything I'm using right now is Apple.
Yeah.
But
If they had
um,
this phone exactly how it was and without an Apple logo and they just put LG or HTC or Samsung or Motorola, it
$200
would
off.
instantly drop it like $200-$300.
Yeah. I do like how they offer the various price points.
I do.
I
They
think
have
that's really good.
they have gone a lot better because it used to just be iPhone. Well, in olden days it was iPhone 4, iPhone 5. Then they went the 6.
I mean, yeah, the
and 6
six
Plus.
then the
Then
6S,
they went
then
to
the 7, then
now
the
they
8.
have the SE also.
Yeah.
What,
I mean,
what are
here's the
they?
thing: they've always discounted their older models,
Yes.
but it just never made financial sense to do that, right?
Uh-huh.
Like because it's like back then when the phones were maybe $649, because $650 was like the gold standard for a phone price for a very
yeah.
long time, right? So now that you can get a phone for now you can get a whole range of phones depending on what you need. Most people are probably going to end up going for the $700 iPhone 12 because it's the newest iPhone. It has everything it
No.
needs.
I, c- I see, I would say, more pros than non-pros.
Really?
Yep.
Because I've even seen people. I mean, like when the 10s came out, and they had the 10R, which was like their lower cost one. I know a lot more people with 10Rs than 10Ss.
I see more people with pros. Maybe that's just the area I'm in.
Yeah.
A higher end clientele with a little bit more dispendable money.
Yeah, definitely.
Or people like where you are, they care more about the color than the third camera.
Color's one thing, but also for the most part, college students, right?
Because
So that's the biggest thing.
they might want the black or the white or the product red or
Mhm.
the green or the blue. If you're getting the other one, it's either blue, gold, dark, or white.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, after discovering D-brand, I really don't care about color. Just give me the darkest shade you can get, and then I'll do the rest and add a black skin to it.
See, I was that way on my original one, but I am completely versed on this one. I have a white phone
Mm-hmm.
with a
With
right
like a
now silver.
yeah, I couldn't tell if that was silver or what it was,
Uh-huh.
but
I'll
I
replace
haven't.
it eventually. I kind of want to think possibly getting a new phone, but at the same time, this one is 2 years old now,
Yeah, yeah, you got plenty of life in that thing. I'd say
and
use it as much as you can.
I I haven't really noticed a slowdown just recently because everyone on the iPhone side has been updating, and since they have the new iOS update with the fancy
Hmm.
widgets and stuff like that, so I kind of got bored and customized my home screen. So like I have uh, black icons just to like clean it up, and
Yeah,
then a transparent calendar notification at the top. That's about it.
nice, nice. Yeah, for me, I wasn't really big on. I mean, we talked about iOS 14 earlier, I think.
Yeah.
I thought the whole widget thing was stupid because you have to like. It's pretty much just a short. It's a Siri shortcut, so it takes you to one app before it takes you to your proper destination app.
The widgets, no, those are just displayed. Those are the shortcuts so people can
Oh yeah,
customize their
my bad.
icons.
The icons, yeah. But also the widgets they could be implemented better if they had like a more modular system because it still has that really annoying wiggle to like move your icon thing,
Yes.
which works. But sometimes if you're trying to group apps, it doesn't work. Or if you want to have certain apps in certain space,
Yeah.
I know that Android has always done this, even on like Android 2.2, which is like maybe 9 years
2000
old,
and
11, 12.
no, 2008.
Oh wait, no. 2.2 wasn't that old. That's this one. When did 4G come out? 2012, right?
2.2. What was Android 2.2?
Froyo.
Froyo. That one came out in 2010.
2011. Initial release. Okay, fair. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you can take that one. Initial release 2010. So back then was when that's 10 years ago. You could do better customization 10 years ago on an Android than you could on an iPhone,
Yeah. Well, they
which is
also
just
had those amazing wallpapers. Like, remember the ones that you like touch it and like bloop,
and it goes
then
ping.
just
Yeah,
yes.
I love those. Those ate up your battery, but I love them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anything else from the Apple event? They have the HomePod Mini. I don't, even though I'm an Apple guy, I really don't think I'm
Ah,
gonna replace my Google Home because
there we go.
I'm used to that,
Yeah.
and I don't really need it.
I have a smart display right there. Google Home, whatever they're called.
Dock or whatever. A
Google
Google
Home
Home
Hub.
Hub. Yeah. Okay.
I have 3 of them in our house. I don't
Nice.
speak to them rarely. They're just right now glorified picture frames.
Yeah. I mean, for me, all my lights are controlled through that, so I just do. That's the only thing I use it for. I
I
have
would
studio
just use
monitors.
I use either my phone, but also in my room everything's now time controlled, or wherever I go it's motion sensor controlled.
You have motion sensors?
And because I have in my bathroom, I have a pedestal sink,
Yeah.
and to get storage underneath it, we went to IKEA and just got like a generic kind of a bookshelf case thing. I
Hmm.
think it was for a bathroom. We didn't get a top for it. We built it around the bottom of the pedestal sink, so we like cut wood and modified it to like fit around there. Um, and then I raised it up a little bit, so when you open the doors, I have carpet there, so it just rises on top. I honestly think I put them on like spacers of like fire starter like wood things,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then I got a clear plexi or a frosted uh, acrylic like quarter-inch or eighth-inch system. I cut out where the bowl of the sink is and put that on there, and then I got a Philips Hue uplight, and that's underneath it. So when you walk into my bathroom, it uplights from the bottom of the sink, so like the countertop underneath the sink is a glowing color.
Oh, okay.
And I have it set for daytime right now. If you walk in the daytime, it lights up like a light blue, and then at nighttime, it's like an orange.
I was mostly just asking about the motion sensors.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
those are, and that's in the bathroom. And in the kitchen, I have a motion sensor.
no, but like,
like
what brand are they?
Philips
Is
Hue.
that
Philips
still?
Hue.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
all
it's
part of
Philips
the
Hue
Hue
thing.
ecosystem. And then
Okay.
in the kitchen, it's you walk in and it just turns on the lights.
I mean, technically, I wouldn't need I could get like an just some kind of cheap motion sensor and hook it up to my light switch, and then Every time I walk in, it'll turn on. But you know, that's a bit of a mess. It's easy if I can control it more.
Mhm.
Probably be easier.
That's why I have mine set up like also the motion sensor will only trigger past like 10 p.m.
Oh, yeah, smart.
So
Yeah,
only
maybe I could code something. Do
it's
like a
all
little
well,
hardware.
I go through the app.
Yeah, okay.
So from 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. to I want to say 6 a.m. If it's motion, it'll turn on the lights to like 10% brightness, all the lights in the kitchen.
Oh, damn.
So you can
Nice.
still see everything in the kitchen, but it's not like bright. And then
Nice, nice.
I have the hue puck on the wall, and each button's programmed differently. So one will turn on the light above the sink and above the peninsula. The other one will turn on all the lights. One will turn on just the peninsula, and one will turn on just the spotlights.
Okay. See, for me, because you know my parents are still on the camp of we don't really want like, you know, constantly listening devices, which is fair, and I respect it. And honestly, I feel like it'd be hard to manage like, you know, doing a Google Home because our house is so vertical, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we have to have a lot more Google Homes to have voices everywhere, like in every room at least, and then one in the hallways and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I have one in all the bedrooms, dining room, kitchen, and living room.
nice, nice. Plus, they're a lot cheaper to get into because I mean, I feel like if you were to go full Apple,
Yeah.
like Apple's expensive regardless.
Oh yeah, cause
But
like I bought a Google Home display for my grandparents,
mm-hmm.
and they gave us a free one with it.
Oh, nice.
Like this is
And
a
that's
second
mini.
gen, and
Yeah.
it's still in plastic.
Oh, it hasn't even been touched yet, huh?
No, it's still in plastic.
Is there a difference between the first and second gen? Do you know? I couldn't imagine. It might just be the name and maybe some better sound drivers, but even then, I don't even use this for music anymore, considering I have studio monitors now. But before that,
Oh,
then I met.
this is a Nest Mini.
Yeah, it's an S Mini,
The old one
which is the Google Home Mini.
was a Home Mini
It might just be branding. Who knows? Honestly.
and box. Box.
Oh yeah,
design.
the box is different. Yeah, I think I threw my box out because I have two of them. So, but yeah, whatever. Anyways,
I like
we're called the
boxes.
law of attraction for a reason. So we got some car stuff.
No, you don't need to do car stuff. Well, what's up with that? What else is with Apple? Did they do anything else besides iPhone? iPad. They did iPad.
iPad was a month ago.
Oh, it really was?
Yeah.
Huh, whoops.
Oh, fun fact! I traded in my old iPad for like gave me like an App Store gift card for it.
Oh, cool. Like what? $1?
No, like 45.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
and
basically,
this is like a 2012 iPad.
oh, that's not bad actually. Well, did it work?
Oh no, it was in fully functioning condition. The thing is that it's so slow it can't even open a YouTube video and run it at 1080p.
How much would you have sold it for if you could have sold it?
It wouldn't sell. But
How much are they
offered
going
it
for on eBay?
on eBay. I mean, I could check.
Let's see. Let's see if you got a good deal.
iPad third gen. An iPad third gen is okay. So maybe going for $80, $65.
You just lost $40.
Yeah, but no one's buying it.
Someone might have got it for like a kid or something.
And a 2012 iPad.
An old person might have got
No,
it
like
just to read.
no, it's unusable even for that.
What happens if you were to factory reset it?
I did factory reset it. Didn't help.
Then you just broke your iPad. How are you breaking iPads?
I think here's the thing. It was my sister's before mine, so I'm pretty sure she jailbroke it like a long time ago.
Ah.
Yeah,
And something is probably still stuck in there. It's like, no.
yeah. So that's probably why it's so slow. But either way, I mean, those iPads slow down regardless when every time you update them.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like no one's buying these anyways.
Mhm.
You know. So either way, but yeah, that's what I've been up to.
Let's jump into the announcement. Let's actually get into some of the current news. The
Yeah.
announcement of the 2021 Hummer EV.
This is a very interesting. This is I like when I heard they were redoing a Hummer as an EV. I was like, wow, this is actually this isn't this. I wonder what it's going to be because it's completely different from what Hummers used to be.
Like, I like how like muscular. It looks like an old H2, which was my favorite version of the Hummer, but like
Yeah.
modernized. Have you seen some of the things it can do?
I haven't seen the things you can do. The interior is pretty cool though.
There was a video that I saw where there's a crab walk where it can actually turn all wheels and like crab walk sideways.
That just sounds like a suspension engineering nightmare. But hey,
Oh,
if
it
it works,
probably
it
is,
works,
but it's
man.
electric, so it can do stuff a little bit easier. My main thing is it starts fall at $112,000.
See, yeah, I feel like that's like a celebrity only kind of. Because a Hummer, it's while it's cool, I feel like it's just and I know it's big, but it doesn't feel like it's really practical.
Yeah, it's
So I wonder.
that's
Would I
actually a
buy
big
one?
factor.
Would I buy one if I had like a lot of extra money and like four other cars? Sure, but
I don't think I would still. Um,
like it would have to be like a bet. Like I bet you that you won't buy it. Like
I
I feel
would,
like that.
I could, I, I would take this over a Cybertruck, but I would take the still rumored F-150 over this.
See, I would love to have a Cybertruck, but it'd probably come with like four different panel gaps and ruin the whole like polygonal alloy design they got.
I don't
Oh,
care about that.
I didn't tell you. Our old guest Crystal, so I think like the day that we went on our drive, so like a couple weeks ago, her
Mhm.
dad got the Tesla Model Y, right? And the next week after, they returned it because it was
Aren't
that
they
bad.
canceling their 1 week return no answer policy?
They quite literally canceled that the next week after, yeah. So it was right in the nick of time because they had a bunch of panel gaps, they had a bunch of issues with the car. From what I remember, it was mostly there was like wind noise and and their rubber trimming didn't actually meet up with the door, and they used a sharpie pen to fill it in, like Sharpie paint markers.
Okay.
So yeah,
What are
so
they
they returned it.
What are they looking at getting to replace that one? They're just
I
gonna
don't.
knock in another car.
I mean, well, they don't need three. I mean, they have three cars, so they have four people that drive. So I don't know what they're gonna get.
They want to get
No,
electric car still, or
maybe I don't know. I think the whole reason that they were even looking to get a new car was to get the HOV lane, to get like that little thing for the lease.
what I would do if I was them,
Hmm.
the Mustang Mach E.
Yeah, maybe. But
Like
her
it's
dad's wanted a Supra for a while, so
no.
yeah, I know you.
I
I know
have
you don't like
heard
Supras.
no, but I've also talked to people who have had the new Supra.
What's wrong with it?
They just don't like it. It was overhyped. I think how much hype around it versus what it is aren't on the same level.
It's a Z4 without Z4 interior or like BMW amenities.
It's they expected more performance out of it stock, I think.
Dude, chip tune and downpipe.
Even then,
I know.
but also then it doesn't warranty won't cover anything.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But like,
See, the thing is with the Supra, I you know I know what the B58's like. We both know what the B58 can do.
mhm.
I feel like if BMW owners would be like more BMW owners would be the best candidates to buy Supras,
But I think what happened,
not JDM fanboys.
it's like the NSX. People love the old one. The new one came out, and they're just like, ah,
The new NSX is cool though.
it's an amazing car,
Oh hell yeah!
but it's not.
What they wanted.
Yeah, they
People
want
want
basically the old car, but
they
with
want a 3JZ.
a new and yeah.
They want
They
a 3JZ.
they want the old car, but with like Bluetooth basically.
No, they want the old car with out of the factory. They want it to be like cast iron block. They want it to have
Yeah,
the really cool forged pistons. They want it to be over engineered. They want all the things that probably cost Toyota money a lot. That probably cost Toyota a lot of money in the 90s, and they want them to do all that stuff out of the factory,
and
which I
they're
think
not
is
gonna
dumb.
do that.
Of
Which
course
is
not.
the R&D is not there, the fan base is not there,
Hmm.
the um
The Supra fan base can't afford a
Well,
Supra.
not that, but also the regulations aren't there anymore.
There's more regulations, so
Yeah.
they can't do it. Yeah, there's no freedom like that.
Yeah.
See, that's why I think super fanboys are stupid. And this is coming from someone that likes GTEs, but after owning a Jay-Z family car and understanding how much those swaps cost and all the parts and all the mishaps and all the mistakes that have been made on those cars, it gets expensive so quickly. You have to really love your car to want to do it. And for me, I like my car. It's a cool car, but I know there's like four other cars I'd
Thanksgiving may
rather have
look
every day.
different this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you if you want to get a Supra or not.
I
But
wouldn't super. Oh, we're going shopping.
yeah, we're going shopping.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, well then just say that. My mother needs a credit card. How do you not know your credit card number?
123
456.
7231.
Nice. Mom, close my door too. Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, I'd still probably buy a Supra because I know what I'm getting. It's gonna be a B58 with, and it's gonna look cool. I could get an N240i, but
Yeah, but you also are paying $60,000 for a Toyota badge.
yeah, but badge equity doesn't. Give me a second.
Okay.
I have to close my own damn door. Badge equity doesn't really mean a lot to me when you know what you have underneath, and it's gonna end up being a BMW.
Yeah, but still. Oh, see, that is really cool. Sorry, I'm watching the video also for the Hummer and the crab walking feature, which is really kind of cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nice.
So it's a GM car. Or it's a GMC.
Oh, the Hummer.
It's no longer a Hummer. It's a GMC with the Hummer badge.
So kind of like how Mustang is. I mean, the Mustang's still a Ford, but
Yeah.
they
But it's like so Hummer was a brand, now it's a model.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. I see what they did there. I see what they did. Okay. Yeah, I mean it's kind of the reverse of what other people are doing. Like Genesis was the Hyundai Genesis was a thing, and then they made Genesis its own brand.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse of that.
So yeah, it's the reverse. So now it's just the model. So it's a GMC Hummer EV.
Yeah, I see that. Is it cool? Yeah, but they'll have cheaper models. They have like one for like 80 grand in a couple
still
years.
80.
That's all. It's a lot of money for crab walking.
When did they say that one's coming out?
2024.
2024. When is the Cybertruck supposed to come out?
I don't even know. I think he said 2025. But
they don't even have it on the website.
On Elon time, it'll be.
That's the thing. You just throw another year on there.
Exactly.
Oh
no, they have it on the website. It's just you have to search a Cybertruck.
I don't want to search. Oh, there it is. Cybertruck. Order now.
Okay, so the Cybertruck at most costs $70K.
Yeah.
But also, I don't see a lot of people actually getting these.
Okay, so let's see. Beginning late delivery. Late 2022. So let's just say summer 2023.
Sure.
It's still going to be a year earlier, and the top model is going to be cheaper than the Hummer's cheapest model.
So you can even get the top one with the full autopilot.
And that's
not
with
the partial.
But the Hummer you can still get with the Cadillac.
Oh.
I forgot what they're calling it. I want to say Pro Pilot Assist, but that's not right.
Well, I mean, whatever it's called, it's gonna be one hell of a car.
Cadillac Hyper Cruise or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like Cadillac like something Cruise, which is their like auto drive system, which I've heard is second to autopilot, but it's not.
Is it not self-learning?
It's not available everywhere.
So it's not as intelligent.
It's so on autopilot, it does it itself. So it learns the road. This one, they've mapped out highways that it works on.
That just sounds like a nightmare. So I mean, it has to have both, in my opinion.
Well, this one, it mapped out highways, so it only works on those highways. It doesn't work on city streets.
See, but that's the thing for you to be able to have full self-driving technology, it needs to be able to do more, and be able to handle, random stimuli. Because if you assume the highway is always going 65 miles per hour and it's mapped out for that, yeah, it's basic cruise control to like.
It will learn stuff, but it's designed for that highway. Like it already anticipates what's coming up.
Okay, I guess I get that.
At least that's what I last remembered.
But that always brings me back to the argument. People say, "Oh, Tesla's gonna have competition." No, they're not. No one's touching Tesla for a long time. Until unless everyone else gets a really good charging platform altogether, like I guess whatever, like Electrify America or whatever shit that is.
Electrify America and ChargePoint are the two biggest right now.
If those two, or if those two can get various car manufacturers to sign with them some kind of like exclusivity deal or some kind of
like Lucid signed up with Electrify America.
Yeah. So something like that. But the thing is, Lucid has to move units like crazy. Lucid has to get their products into customer hands and make them want to keep the cars and tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
Because to this day, Tesla was for the longest time just advertising itself because you see one, back when we were in high school, you see one Tesla down the road, cool. And then next year you see like 4 Teslas down the road. And now today you see them everywhere.
They're the Prius of the Bay Area.
Absolutely, and I'm not even complaining. They're decent cars for what you get. They're pretty good cars for what you get. Quality control issues aside.
Like I'm driving them. They drive very well. And the first time I drove a Model 3, I was contemplated I made a mistake getting a 3 Series. The second time I drove it, I realized I did not make a mistake getting a 3 Series.
Absolutely not, because you could do more 3 Series, and it's...
Well, not just that, but like base-wise, I think it was just like the first time driving, I was like, oh, cool, I'm driving a Tesla. But now, the second time, I was like, it's good. Like
you have to live with any car for a week before you really understand if it's good for you or not.
And this
which is hard to do.
2 quick test drives around like a block.
Yeah, exactly.
The first one, I was like, wow. The second time, I was just like, okay.
I mean, it's also car types, because like, I mean, for me, when I think of live with a car, it's like, obviously you're not gonna go smashing it every time you take it out.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure, I mean, I'm coming from a compact sedan. I'm pretty sure I can go into any compact sedan, that's like premium or like has some decent packages to it, just because I'm used to like, a nice like quiet interior before I have my exhaust.
Oh yeah. No, like I upon taking my 3 Series to LA, super refined even with the exhaust now.
Yeah.
So just quiet, comfortable, and then just blasting on a Highway 1, windows down, sunroof open, just hearing the exhaust echo off the side of the mountain.
Oh yeah.
Night and day.
It does both.
Oh yeah.
See, that's why, like, it's just nice to have a good daily car. And I mean, the Model 3 would have done that for anybody, I think. But of course, if Tesla can nail their sort of quality control, and if they can continue to innovate in an effective way and also control their PR, even though they just dissolved their PR department, if they can handle all their PR, they'll do fine.
Yeah.
But
like right now, I'm dailying the Mini, just because I kind of don't want to put miles on the 3 Series a lot. I just did a lot.
Oh yeah, and
even though I'm gonna buy it out, I'm still on lease. I don't want to put too many miles on there.
Even if you buy it out, do you have to pay like a penalty or anything?
No.
Oh, okay. Well then, we'll see how it goes for you. I mean,
but like I just kind of I wanted to drive the Mini because I kind of missed it. I'm getting better driving manual with it. I
mean, you've been good. Like, you're not like a bad manual driver. Maybe it's out of practice.
Yesterday I messed up so many times though. I think I was
Really?
just becoming too confident with myself, and I wasn't always getting in gear when I was taking off the clutch. So I was like driving. I was like, oh no, clutch in. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might just happen, like, you know, because you're like, oh, I know this, but
Yeah.
you don't actually.
I was also trying to show off to a fellow friend of mine.
Should I make you have to do a bunch of editing right now?
Sorry, Marwin.
Oh, never mind. That's not as fun.
Yeah.
That's not as fun.
I was like, I'll drive. I was like, yeah, let's go. I was like, oh, whoops, my bad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was good.
You know, Emily wants to be on our podcast.
Tell her to come on.
I know. I told her I didn't know when we were gonna go do it, but we can do it eventually.
Have her on right now. Hit her up.
Right now? No,
Yeah.
she's busy right now.
Come on, we're
She's
more
busy.
important.
No, she's definitely busy right now. So they're all in the middle of classes and shit too. So I don't
It's
know.
10:10. Why do you still have class?
I don't know, man. Or like she's in a frat. Frats have like their night meetings or whatever.
Oh,
So
it's just weirdness. Ugh.
frats are weird, man. Frats are weird.
They are.
But-
I'm so happy I'm not in one of those things.
I mean, you could join one, but it's like,
no,
I mean, you could. It's like you could, but it's like it depends what you want to get out of it.
no, I can't drink enough.
Yeah, I don't think I want anything to do with it either. But we'll see. I mean, what else? What else we got?
Let's talk about the world's fastest production car is now a U.S. car.
Sure. But real quick, right before that, I would just like to say, on this podcast, I know I've been for the past like 3 or 4 weeks, I have been standing the new Lexus IS.
Ah, I just opened the tab I closed out.
Oh, that's okay. Command Shift T.
It's okay.
I would just like to say, I still like the look of the car, but I would never buy one unless they change the engines. Because I don't want the same engine over and over again.
I was about to watch Doug DeMiro's video today, and I just haven't.
Yeah, I watched a Redline review. If I don't know if you know them.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I watched, and one thing I realized
Ooh,
when I
I've
do
been
this,
watching that for so long.
and I'm watching it for a while. I like their stuff, but I'm so disappointed because they really could they weren't gonna they could have competed at least.
They're not going to. They don't care.
I know.
It's a sedan. No one buys sedans.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sad, man. Like, why not
Get a
just
3
us
Series.
Yeah, honestly,
I know
the
someone,
more I look at it,
I know a friend of mine who is thinking about trying to get rid of his current car and get a 3 Series.
do I know this friend or is it a different person?
I think the Subaru may go bye-bye.
What? Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Came in
I know
yesterday. Look at it.
he's been saying.
He came in
but
yesterday
to look at
to
pricing.
get appraised.
Oh damn.
Let's hope.
Well, maybe I can just buy a Subaru off of. No,
Aha.
I don't think I want that. I don't think I want that car.
I don't think you want a Subaru.
I'd probably complain too much because I've driven his car and I stalled it because
I actually haven't.
Really?
I have not driven Marwin Subaru.
You gotta drive a Subaru because you're gonna hate the shifter. The shifter sucks.
Okay.
Yeah, like it feels, it's just, how do you describe dead in a shifter? It just feels lifeless. Like it's like, I don't even know how to
I
describe
need to
it.
tell him to come on. Like, bro, come on. We need to talk about your shifter.
Yeah, we gotta talk about a shifter right now, because I mean,
I'm
like
legit gonna call
I only
him.
drove it. I think I only drove it like on the street for a little bit, but you know, it just doesn't feel good. Like there's no like with any BMW shifter, you get a satisfying feel when you get it into gear. BMW shifters are pretty good. His shifter sucks. Or just get him on speaker. Just get him on
That's
speaker.
what I'm
That's
ready
all
to
we
do.
need.
What's up? Are you free right now? Okay, I'm gonna have you on speaker on our podcast. We're just complaining about your shifter right now.
Marwin Bernal, welcome to the Law
Yeah,
of
your
Traction
shifter.
podcast. Can you hear me? I don't think
No,
you can.
I have headphones
Okay,
on.
what about my shifter? What do you guys need? What information do you guys need?
Marwin, tell us about. Can you hear me, Marwin?
Sorry, I'm gonna go speakers.
Marwin Bernal. This is Brian Eapen from the Law of Traction podcast. I would just like to ask you, what is your shifter like?
What is your shifter like? We're complaining about it, and Brian says it's dead.
Well, my shifter, it's not okay. So it's factory short shifter, but it's not the best short shifter. You know, it's it's like stock STI short shifter is not that great. It's kind of garbage. Like I'd probably rather get like Perrin or like Cartboy or Cobb, but
Here's the thing, Marwin.
Yeah,
I don't know. Can you hear me, Marwin? Can you hear me?
yes sir, Brian. Yes sir.
Okay, my guy. I couldn't tell that your car had a short shifter when I drove it. That's how
Wait,
weird your
what?
short shifter. I couldn't tell that your car had a short shifter when I drove it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's so like that's what I'm saying about your car. Like,
I guess
like
you just need to drive it again then.
yeah, maybe.
Can I drive it after yesterday?
Yeah, you guys can have it. Can you guys put in the ditch as well? Just
Are
kidding,
you-
just kidding, just kidding.
And I want a world exclusive. Are you really considering selling that car?
Yeah, you guys can do whatever.
All right, cool. Good to hear, man. Good to hear from you, Marwin. Dude, sucks that you're busy. We need you on the podcast again. It's always a good time.
All right, y'all. Have fun on the podcast.
Later.
You too. See you soon.
Bye. Be safe.
Bye.
I missed the podcast. I'll be on this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know he lying though.
All right,
Wait, did he hang up? Did he hang up?
No, bye.
He hung up?
Yeah, we're out.
Yeah, he's full of shit. He's not coming on the podcast this weekend.
He might.
No, he won't.
Yes, he might.
I'll put $5 on it.
I don't have $5 to bet, so I can't.
What are you talking about?
I
went to work
have.
today.
I have. What do I have in my disposal?
Oh yeah, fun fact. I started a job. I started working at Vans.
I have a thermostat, or whatever this is.
You just fucked up my job
So-
announcement, but okay.
I don't care. Cool shoes. Wow. At the mall?
Yeah.
They're open?
Yeah, they're open.
Oh.
So I just got a job because I needed one.
I have a
And their schedule
thermostat.
works. I can't see it. There it is. That's your thermostat?
It's a
Or is that a
cylinder
thermos-
head cylinder head temperature sensor.
That's a weird sensor.
I have a gasket,
Nice.
and I have this is a thermostat. So I will
okay,
bet
that's
you
a thermostat.
I will bet you these that you will come on Sunday.
Okay, so oh, you're gonna give me parts for a car I don't even own. Nice.
100%.
All right. Either way, man. Yeah. What else have we got?
The
SCC.
super fast car.
Yeah, SSC Tour Tar. I didn't know. I knew that this was.
I
this
knew it
happened.
was coming out. I knew they've been talking about it, but I didn't realize they were actually working on it. I thought it was just like a joke that someone was playing. Oh, I threw that in there. That's
67 mile per hour. Okay, so
316, but that's the average because it has to do the average for the top speed.
that's still crazy.
What
300
tires are they running?
Who was driving it is the most important question because I would be scared. And also, is that do they have a coilover on the engine?
What?
I'm looking at this image. Look at the link
Yes.
you pulled up.
I want to say that's probably an engine mount.
Oh yeah, it's a big engine. What did they put in there?
Uh,
1750 horsepower. Is that a V? It's a V.
5.9 liter twin turbocharged V8.
That's a V8.
V8.
Damn.
So that's some power. you
That's a
gotta say.
bored out V8. Holy crap. 5.9 liters of displacement. That is insane, dude.
Who was the driver? Done in Nevada, surprisingly.
Nah, no surprise.
7-speed-
Everything cool's done in Nevada.
7-speed auto. Yeah. So they did 311 one direction and 332 in the other, so that averaged out to the 316.
Oh yeah, because I had to go both directions
Yep.
to account.
Only 1.6 million.
That's amazing.
So they
I mean-
they claimed the last record in 2007 with the Ultimate Arrow at 256 before the Chiron again came out or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I've never really paid too much attention to these like top speed runs of these like the Ajera RS and all that.
I have every once in a while.
It's just I don't know. I'm just not really into like hypercars that don't even look. They look like they're alien mobiles.
What?
I just don't know. I mean, like
That's-
aside
that's
from
cool.
what Bugatti did with like their 300 mile per hour range, because I think Bugattis look cool still.
Oh yeah, I'm a Chiron guy.
Yeah,
Dream
exactly.
car. One of my dream cars is a Chiron, a
See,
blue
exactly.
Chiron with white.
Yeah,
Blue and white Chiron.
exactly. But for me, I can't get behind Koenigsegg's or Pagani's even.
Ooh,
Like the Huayra
Pagani.
BC, it just looks
That's
so
my
rad.
favorite.
I mean, I just
I
this is
want
personal
that
preference.
red and white. No, red and black.
That'd be cool.
Or was it? I don't know. I have a Chiron somewhere.
See, maybe I'd like it more if I saw it in person and got to like sit in one or whatever, but it's just not for me at the moment, man. We'll see. My opinion can always change.
Where is
Let's see. What do you guys have for 3 Series in black?
on our lot?
Mm-hmm.
We have a
You have
black
one on your lot. You have,
We have a jet black and a black sapphire metallic.
They're both jet black on the site.
Oh wow, so it's the base colored. What was I looking up? Oh, car. Vroom vroom. Dream cars. So I want that. You can't see it, but the people will be able to. Red carbon fiber Pagani Huayra BC with the Italian flag color on there, with like a black carbon fiber strip down the middle.
Nice.
Is
I can picture it.
is beautiful. Just look at that.
$714 a month for a 3 Series.
If you want a good lease deal, I know a little secret that we're offering.
I'm not really in the, I'm not in the car
3,000
market though.
3,000 down,
Yeah.
36 months at $299 a month
I will talk to you in a couple of years when I have a job and I'm in college. And I'm out of college.
for a nice 228X loaner car.
I don't want a 228 though.
Why not?
I don't like the look.
I can see that.
It's just not. If it was an older one, like the back when they had the nice little coupes, those are cool. But
You
I don't know
want
about
the
the
Grand Coupe 4 doors? It's
No.
got pillow. Oh, my Mini has pillowless doors, so you can be all cool like me.
I could. Honestly, I could. This would be the best time for me to own a coupe because I literally have no one in my car ever.
See, I still don't like coupes. I would rather have more doors. Like, my Mini is cool, but the doors are too big. Like, it's pain to park next to people.
Oh yeah, that is one thing I noticed very quickly. Just when I was working with you guys, is that getting in and out of a coupe or like in a tight area sucks.
Yeah. Because the doors are like 20,000 feet long. Like, they're the
super
length
long.
of the car. I'm like, how
Yeah, I know.
is
I mean,
that's the annoying part.
yeah. What do you think of the Tesla Model 2? I've heard of
What?
some kind of like rumor that they're gonna do like a smaller Tesla.
Oh, because I remember he mentioned that when they were doing the battery conference.
Yeah,
They
which
mentioned
no
a
one really cared about,
smarter, cheaper Tesla.
which is supposed to.
I don't know.
Be,
The current one's
they-
cheap enough.
it's cheap enough, and they haven't even announced their whole. Was it 35,000 or 25,000? What they
The
say
new
when they
one
first?
is 25. You can. I want to say you can get a Model 3 at 25,000. Or
You can get a Model 3 at
35,000.
35. Yeah, I think you have to special order it though.
Yeah.
You have to like tell them you specifically want that one, but they're obviously trying to push them with more packages because it's easier to build.
The standard range plus is 35.9
Yeah.
or 31.9. But but that's after potential savings.
Honestly, might as well rebrand to the Tesla podcast at this point because we talk so much about them.
Because you bring them up.
It's fine.
We
It's
should have
fine.
Elon on one day.
Should we hit up Pahe? Oh, funny high school story. So I guess like some high school kids thought that our friend Patricia Pahe was like friends with Elon Musk because Elon replied to her on Twitter once. And then I get a text like, "Hey, does Patricia Pahe know Elon?" I'm like, "No." Like, but they talked on Twitter. I'm like, "Yeah, he talks to a lot of people on Twitter." You just sound really dumb right now. Anyways, that's my dumb little high school story for the day. Yeah. Anyways.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. It's about
What's up?
it's this link right here. The Ford F550.
F550. Is it in the document?
Yeah, it's the one I just highlighted.
Ah, okay. Nice.
I don't know why,
That looks
but
so
I've
gross.
always thought about doing something like that.
That looks so
because
dumb.
it seems cool.
The interior of the house looks nice, but this is so dumb.
But it's such like a rugged like. I'm not a camping person, but I would definitely do something like this,
See,
like
this
off-roading in a truck.
I would much rather camp in a tent on the floor with airbags and air mattresses than sleep inside this thing.
I would much rather sleep in that than sleep on some dirt floor.
Nah, to each their own. To each their own.
But because like, first of all, it has a toilet. Second of all, it has a microwave.
First off, we have lakes. We have lakes. We can go poop in the lake.
It has a sink. I don't want to. I want a shower. And I bet you this probably has a shower somewhere.
Fam.
What?
You can go without a shower for a day.
I don't want to.
I don't. I shower twice a day, but
I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to.
If I off-roading that because okay, I want a heater. I want a mattress, like a real mattress, not an air mattress. Every time I've been camping, it's been cold, miserable, and wet.
You're just going the wrong time. When are you going camping? That's my question. When do
Not
you
anymore, but that's when I went.
No, when did you go? Oh, that's my question.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It was
I
either
go in summer months.
they were both I think spring and fall months.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's expected.
But I want to say I did go June once.
Nice.
And it was for some reason also raining.
Oh, that's rough. That's a rough time to go camping. But I mean, hey, it builds character.
No, it builds a hatred for camping.
Well, but hey, it adds to your character. Now you hate camping.
Like I have a bed and a house. Why do I want to sleep in a tent in the dirt?
See, I see the same thing about going to hotels. It's like I have a bed. Why do I want to go to a hotel unless I have to be far away?
Because I'm going. Oh yeah. Why would I stay at a hotel close to my house? That's why you stay at a hotel far away.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, after staying at multiple hotels in a span of like 2 weeks on a road trip once, I built appreciation for higher end hotels, and it's sad to say, but I do have a luxurious lifestyle now. So
yeah, Mr. $400 pants. How much of those pants you bought the like last month or whatever?
those are work pants.
I would spend even less on work clothing.
But work pants, I bought 3, and it came to a total of technically only $70 a pair.
Oh, how? Points?
No, because if you buy multiple, they discount them.
Okay. I don't know, man. That's. I mean, I don't even pay $70 for my pants, and I have. But that's because I like to buy a lot of different colors and.
Yeah, but also
Not
I
even
also
colors. I like to
wear
buy.
these. I have these. These are my trusty beige Levi's.
Yeah, and still in kid sizes for that matter, which are crazy.
They have a little bit of wear and tear. There's like a little bit of holes ish right there.
Yeah. It's okay. Distressed denim's in.
And if you look at the bottom, I don't know if you can still see it, but there's a little stain. I think we might have actually officially got it out. Oh, no, you can still kind of see it. There's a little stainage. Oh, where's my camera? Like, in this vague area. That is purple paint from when I was in high school 4 years ago.
Jeez. Can you believe it's been 4 years? I mean, okay, well, 2 years for you, 3 years for me.
And
It's
then
it's been a long time.
These I've ripped more because I work on my car in these, so these ones actually have more rips in them.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, they're always up in by the crotch area.
Yeah, that's where pants mostly rip anyways.
Yep. And so I have these. These are my work pants. I had to get new ones of those because of my last ones, which I still have for some reason. Those are in my closet because those have a rip like right in the back.
Okay.
That was because when I was putting up Christmas lights and I slid on the roof for some reason and it just ripped the back of the pants up.
Yeah, most of my pants are just the same. They're all. I bought all my pants from one brand.
But yeah, I've had those for years, so I can spend money on some work pants, which are actually nice because they have multiple pockets, which is my favorite.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean that makes sense the way you put it. I thought I thought you just like had like work clothing already, and you were just.
No, I needed more.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And these ones, they're like super comfy. They come in some good colors. They have like a water resistant, so they're kind of like vaguely stain resistant.
Hydrophobic.
That
Yeah.
too. The stain resistant, I accidentally wore one when I was working on my car, so I kind of stained it just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like grease stained too, so it's gonna be a little pain to get out. But if you wash it enough time, it'll eventually come out over time. The pockets are zippered, which is really nice, so I can like run around and not worry about like my phone falling out or my pen or my wallet falling out.
And the zippers don't look corny.
Yeah, and
That's
I
one
keep,
thing.
and then also on the side of my left leg, there's a small pocket where I keep my headphones in, my wireless headphones.
Hmm.
I keep them in there. So that's
Honestly, I might have tried a pair of those out.
they're comfy.
But the thing is, like, it's so hard for me to justify buying any clothing, especially now that I'm not even going to school.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have work, but like I have work clothing. Like I have pants that I decide for that, so I don't really need to buy anything.
I don't either. I did get a jacket today, but that was about it. Because I was super cold at work, and I went over and I was gonna buy a jacket, and they said, "Well, just technically you're using it for work, so we're gonna put it on the work uniform thing." So I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Oh, so it's free or discounted?
It's free for right now, but if I need to get charged for it, I'll pay it.
That's fine.
I didn't want it originally because I don't want windbreakers. They're too noisy for me.
Yeah,
But-
same.
Not bad.
Man, I will never forget when our old manager, before he left and like dipped on us, he was like, "Yeah, I'll hire you and the other prime porter." And he's like, "Well, but I already hired you guys." Oh, I think you're pretty nice. To me, the branding is a little bit much, but that's just personal taste. I'm sure a pure BMW enthusiast like yourself would like that.
It's cool. It works for my non-M Sport 3 series. That's better than a normal M Sport 3 series because of vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. Yeah, right as it stands now.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good.
I mean, let's see. How much would it cost to get an M Sport? How much is M Sport package? Like 4,500?
Yeah.
Okay, so how much you put into your car so far? Less. I'm think less, right?
No.
No.
So
I'm talking just parts,
Coils?
and
coils alone, 21. Exhaust, 26.
oh, okay, never mind. I forgot the exhaust.
Tune, 5.
Okay, so 26 to 26, that's like 42.
But it's still less than a 340. And I've driven it. We had a lease early termination came in for an M340, and I took it around the block just to try it out because I haven't driven one in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of don't notice the difference between my 3 Series and a 330 and my 330 and that 340.
Damn.
Like it felt almost the same.
I'm sure yours will be better because it's probably handling better.
Handle is better.
Okay.
That one, I did notice the power comes on quicker in the 340 because I think it has an extra 2 cylinders. But the torque felt about the same, and in the long run, that one will probably have a higher top speed. But I think that one's also limited. Mine's no longer limited, so I think mine will still edge it out. I did notice that fully loaded, my car felt slower. So I can imagine that if both cars were fully loaded, that one would still take it because it has those 2 physical cylinders to help out.
Yeah, you're right.
But like if it's just me driving it, the butt dyno didn't really notice a difference.
Yeah, because I mean, well, that's because you just weigh less than everyone that usually drives those cars, anyways.
Yeah. And so just with my butt dyno, comparing those two, I'm still cheaper than a 340. Like spec for spec, that one would be an extra $6,000.
Damn. That's crazy.
And actually, no.
Here's another question.
I want to say that's spec for stock.
Oh, spec for stock spec.
No, my spec versus that one base model.
Oh, okay.
So that's not including leather seats. That's not including the what else was there? The upgraded paint. So throw an extra $2,000 on top of that.
Damn. So this is the question I've been meaning to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've owned your car for like the better part of like 10 months or
Yep.
about 9ish months, whatever.
10 months.
Do you ever regret not trying to hold out for your gray one? No.
Wouldn't have. I still wouldn't have been able to afford that one.
Yeah.
I do wish I had gotten a gray because I like the gray color better. Black is a pain to keep clean, and I do wish I had gotten the cognac interior because I do like the interior. It's a little bit more warm, and I do wish I had gotten a head-up display because I do like just that extra technology.
Mhm.
But would I get rid of this car for that one? No,
Oh, of course.
not anymore. At one time maybe, but now no.
Yeah, I think now you kind of developed an attachment to that car.
I'm still
What
not
if?
like I do like that one. I like driving it, but it's not like a like
Doesn't do.
I've had more
Doesn't do it for you.
attachments to lower or to other loaner cars before, but this one it's like I had like a blue one at one time with cognac interior. That was my little blueberry. I had so much fun with that one. I had my gray 3 Series that I went to Concord twice with in one day for brake rotors, and that was my little Stewart. This one, I still haven't yet, but I wouldn't want to let it go.
That's a weird place to be in, man. I mean, I think maybe you're just overthinking it. I feel like if someone were to like be like, okay, pick one car to get rid of right now, you'd probably get rid of the Mini, obviously, because you just got it.
No,
No,
I
you
like
would
that
get
mini.
rid of
That mini's fun.
you get rid of the 3.
I don't know. It'd be a
Bro,
hard
you
choice.
have nothing. Okay, one, you have no money invested into the 3. Like you have
In the
no
Mini.
money invested into the Mini. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
The Expedition's never going anywhere.
No, that's
We
not
both know
going
that.
anywhere. That
Exactly.
That's it's basically those two.
Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, like even for me, like I no one's gonna buy my. I mean, I could probably sell my IS for like cheap, but I just know it's not a car I'm like attached to. Like honestly, sometimes I still think about our old coworker's M3 was stupid loud. Yeah, I'm like, and he's still halfway has that on the market. So I'm like,
Yeah.
always wondering like, should I like try to talk to my parents about getting a loan for this car, and then start paying for it? But because dude, I just remember blasting that one and taking it around for
Yeah, he
a
never let
spin.
me drive that one.
I know. But I just felt, I think it was just mostly the sound and just the feeling of being in that car and the steering and everything.
I will admit,
That's
those cars do sound good, and those things are fun to rev, but they're terrible to drive.
Yeah,
They are
I don't.
so slow.
Yeah, of course, because you have to rev them out to 9,000 for them to go anywhere.
Like, but I'm just like, I want that extra bit. I like revving it because I love a revvy engine, but it's slow to rev. It's
Yeah,
not a
it
quick
takes its
blip.
time. It takes its time. Maybe you're just used to the whole turbo era.
I have an Expedition.
It's a different motor, dude.
It's
Can't
a
compare it.
V8.
It's
It
a very
doesn't
different
rev,
V8.
but that one revs quicker.
Yeah, but it's not a small displacement V8.
It's not much bigger. It's only about 2
You have a
liters bigger.
You
A
have
4-liter
4
versus a 5.4, so it's about a liter bigger. A liter.
a liter and 4, a liter point 4. Yeah, it's
1.4
that's
liter. So it's almost at the size of my mini engine, which is 1.6.
Yeah, exactly. So but that's the thing. Like, it's different cars for different purposes.
Yeah.
Like you know, for engine for engine, you can't compare them because even if you put that your Ford V8 into that,
Which will last
it's not going to
longer.
drive this.
It's gonna last
Huh?
longer. It's gonna last longer.
Oh hell yeah, it's going to last longer. I mean,
It
there's
may be
no
a Ford
doubt.
Triton, but it's gonna eat a BMW V8 up for breakfast.
Oh hell yeah. I mean, we'll see. But I don't know, man. It's so hard for me because I just don't. I mean, I used to have like a huge dream about having cars,
Mhm.
but after owning a car and like having to deal with all the things that come up with the money, it's like I'm still a car enthusiast, but I feel like I just want an easy car to take care of.
A
now.
daily.
Yeah,
You need a daily for your daily.
I need a daily for my daily.
And I have a daily for my daily for my daily.
I know, so it works for you, but again, I need space. That's the biggest thing. I need.
No, honestly, I really want an electric car now. Like, I still do. I love my Mini. It's so much fun. Just I took it to the first time I did like a drive with it today.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I went to the store to get something, but
Still
actually I went to the store to get something for my other car.
nice.
But it's just like throwing those gears around, like it's a fun car to drive. Like, but the 3 Series, like going on long drives or just like in the mountain, like blasting, so much fun. And then just the Expedition, like once I get that thing up and running, and like I just need to fix those rear struts. Like I miss that one because it's just like a comfortable boat to drive around in.
Yeah. See,
like,
I feel like for you, you're the kind of person that has like a lot of different ideas for a lot of different cars. You like, okay, like, you know, I'm gonna do this one and this one and this one. For me, I think I just want to have one car that I like really build out and flesh out, and have one good idea that I flesh out.
Yeah, but iffy. Like I needed a third car basically because my other 2 were down at one point.
Okay, well, not really. You didn't need it.
I had
Your
a
mom's
check engine light on one, and I had no start on the other.
Fair, but you had your mom's car if you had to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't want
you
to
know,
do that, though.
of course not. You don't. But the thing is that you, like, you know, car, especially like for me, like when I think of me being in your shoes, I couldn't imagine having money locked up in 3 different cars. I mean, well, money locked up in one car because you have a lease, but still, just having two cars just sitting at home all the time that I can't drive, or I don't ever drive. Like, it makes more sense if like, say I owned maybe 2 cars, like a truck and my, you know, my daily.
Too.
I want a proper truck, yeah. But like if someone
like
else
an
is driving,
F-150.
if someone else is driving and making use of the truck, or if I'm making use of the truck and someone else is using my other car, then it makes sense.
To me, I don't see that because to me, I just have them for if I'm ever bored or something, I can just work on one or just like clean one. It just, I always have something to do now, and I can always rely on something to do. Whether that's,
I mean, yeah, there's that aspect, but there's also the aspect. I mean, but I think for me the issue is because I don't have a second car. It's like there's always something to do on my car, like cooling system, sway bars, coilovers.
yeah, but that's performance stuff. I just don't want like maintenance stuff or just clean it up or like, hey, I don't like how this looks. Let's try to fix that. Like when I was on my Expedition, my grill, it was red.
Oh, yeah,
now it's
yeah.
gray because I just like the gray. It looked a little bit better.
Yeah, that was such a subtle change too. I didn't even notice it.
It was, and it makes the world of difference.
Yeah, it kind of. I mean, I'm not saying it makes it look older in a bad way. It kind of makes it look like an older man.
The gray?
Yeah, in a good way.
I think it breaks up the front because that full red grill was almost too much.
Yeah, I think that's what it did too. It kind of like, you know,
It breaks it up. It kind of cleans it up. I think it modernizes it actually a little bit.
Yeah, I think it modernizes it, but it makes it look like an older man in like a good mature way. I don't know. To each their own.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, anything else you got for the pod or no?
Not that I can think of. Is there anything else that we could have talked about?
No, not really.
No, that's boring. I don't want to talk about the Ford. Ford, what was it? The Bronco Raptor Warthog? That's a cool name.
I don't. It's a cool. Actually, no, it just sounds like too much. I mean, I don't really.
The Warthog.
Care.
Isn't what was that in Halo? The Warthog?
Yeah.
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 Cool.
You played Halo, haven't you?
Tesla. Oh, speaking of Tesla, the Model Y glass roof falling off on the highway.
Oh, that's what we're talking. We talked about that. That was a couple weeks ago.
We never talked about that on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
You sent it to me, and we just never had a podcast next time. Those are some extra random news. Anything in our random discussions topics you want to talk about?
Not
Dream
really.
car,
We can kind of
perfect
save
car.
those for guests, or we can save those for when we're out of content. But
Yep.
I think we did pretty good so far. Yeah, about over an hour. More than
Hour
an
and
hour.
13 minutes.
Yeah, that's good enough. Honestly, probably call it here. Anything else like to want to tell our one viewer, probably 0 viewers?
I don't know.
We
You know what?
we
I want
talked
to
about
ask you a
this.
random discussion topic question.
Sure, what's up?
Minivan or SUV?
SUV.
Okay, good.
I mean,
There's no discussion there.
because it's like, I guess, and I gotta explain why. Because at least I'm thinking it's purely Toyota. I'm thinking Toyota and Honda because those are like the most affordable, and that's probably what I
So
have
a
to run to.
Sienna or Odyssey versus like...
A Highlander or a Pilot.
Sure. Let's go with that.
The,
I was
mean,
thinking like
4Runner?
Expedition and Tahoe.
those are different price ranges.
Really?
Minivans are way cheaper, dude. Minivans you could top out at 45. Expeditions maybe starts at like 40, and then goes up. But the reason I would get an SUV is just because I like the look of them better.
31.7 for a Honda Odyssey starting
Oh, really?
versus Ford Expedition.
So 31.7 versus.
Shut up. 49.
Yeah, that's a big difference. That's like almost 20K. Anyways, that's the thing. I would if I could afford an SUV, I'd probably get an SUV. But if I was just comparing a Sienna to a Highlander, they're the same engine, damn near the same car. I would just get the Highlander because it looks better.
Oh, Pilot. That's what it is. Let's look up
Pilot, yeah.
Honda
I would
Pilot.
get the Honda Pilot would be a little bit more expensive, but it looks better and it's the same reliability.
Honda Pilot 32 versus Honda Odyssey 31.7.
Exactly.
32.2.
So that's a no-brainer. Just get an SUV. I don't sliding doors are clutch when it comes to like having to close doors.
Yeah.
But just teach my kids how to close the doors and I'm good.
Yeah, just don't smack them. Like, I never smacked doors next to me.
Yeah.
Or did I? No, I don't think I did.
I don't think I did either.
That
I'm
was a
pretty
good
sure I
person.
didn't. But yeah. Maybe never resist. What about you?
I'm an SUV person. I think SUVs, because they have that extra off-road capability. Even though you're never going to use it, it's nice knowing you have it. Well, think about it.
Yeah.
Like an expensive watch. You may have your Rolex. You're never going to take it scuba diving, but it's nice to know you can if you want to. And
Yeah.
that one time you might...
The one time you might get tossed into a pool.
You might get tossed into a pool, or you may think, hey, let's go swimming with the dolphins on our cruise. You have it on, and you forget about it because you just always wear it. And now it still works. That's like the SUV. Oh no, you're going to the beach one day. It's a dirt path, or it's a sandy path. You have that all-wheel drive. You have that little extra capability, so you know you have it. You're not going to use it 99% of the time, but that one time you need it, it's going to come in handy.
One thing I will say though, after driving I had to daily the minivan for a few days because my car was out, and I hate torque steer. I think it would be good if the car handled well. It's so annoying.
Like
if
in
the
the
car
mini,
handled well,
in the
it would be
mini,
so
like
much fun.
like I shift gears, and every time I get into third and like I floor it, I just have like that's like for some reason
It's
I'm
like
like in the peak torque,
yeah.
and it like pulls to the side. But it's fun because I feel like a rally driver when I'm doing that because it's a small car, a minivan.
It is fun. It's
Like,
fun in a good handling car.
I've driven a Sienna, and it feels too big.
Yeah.
Inside,
It like adds
feels,
dimension to the car.
It does. Like I feel like I'm driving a bus. In my Expedition, it feels tight and nimble almost. But in that, it feels big and heavy.
I mean, I haven't driven your Expedition in a long time, but the last time I did drive
Me neither,
it,
but
oh yeah. Anyways,
like when I remember, like it's a fun car. Like once I get those rear struts fixed, it's gonna be a lot better too. But like I've canyon driven that thing, and it can do it. I wouldn't take a minivan because the minivan, it felt underpowered, and it felt.
Do you know this? Do you know if this the one had the V6 or the 4-cylinder?
I want to say the V6.
Really?
Yeah, 3.5 V6.
Okay, yeah. Wow, it felt underpowered to you?
It felt underpowered.
I thought it had enough power. I mean, maybe you've driven faster cars, but like, at least for me driving it, I was able to. I mean, I've talked about all the cars.
It had decent power, but it felt underpowered, for what it is.
Okay.
Like I felt, what are they like? What 350 horsepower maybe?
No, they're like 270.
Okay. If
240.
it had 300, it would probably have been fine.
Yeah, maybe.
Something about that size, 300, like minimum, it's a good set.
I think 300 is the new 250. In today, I don't know what generation minivan you drove. I don't know.
I don't think last gen, but 2 gens old. I want to say it was like a 2013.
Okay, so yeah, that's a gen after mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because mine's like a 2010, so I was older. But either
I
way.
want to say it was a 2013.
It's a reliable car. They do the job.
Yeah.
They just don't start. They don't like to start right now because they don't drive often. But
you said something. Let's go on a discussion topic. How much power is too much power?
We talked about this one, didn't we?
I don't know, because I don't think I have it in the dock, but I want to put it in because I drove a Dodge Challenger Hellcat, and that has too much power.
See, I will put it as simple as this: any car has too much power if the rest of the car cannot support the power, be it chassis, brakes, suspension. If they can't support the power, it's too much. So if I were to, so as an example, if I were to go ahead and straight up turbo my car with no other supporting modifications, it'd be too much power for the car. Turbo it with high boost. Because weights and squatting, your car squats really nicely in a good way.
The three?
when you get on it.
Oh, okay, I haven't really seen it.
No, I've seen it because I was behind you the whole time we were on our drive.
Okay.
It squats nicely, and you can tell that you're going. And it's
so much better now.
Yeah.
Because the exhaust is like fully broken in now. Because
I
didn't know it. I didn't know it had to break in on metal. I thought you only had to break in on glass pack.
Dude, it gets stupid. The reason it gets stupid hot, right? So it has to compress and expand and compress.
I didn't know that. I thought you only had to break it in if it was a glass compact, like my MagnaFlow in the Expedition. I had to break that one in because it's a glass compact. Yeah. I thought it just a metal baffled one didn't. But I guess it did, and it's.
I gotta hear it now. I'll have to come by and hear it sometime.
It sounds good. Like my coworker, or not my coworker, my friend that was with me. He even said it sounded good, and he's like a BMW enthusiast. He has an E46 M3, E46 M3.
Damn. Okay.
And he's like, "Wow, this one's actually sounding pretty good." I'm like, "This is dope." And my little four banger up front, just like buzzing away.
Yep.
Like it.
Well, I mean, honestly, I want to revisit this topic with more people and get their other opinions because I feel like a lot of these ones, like
some people, I could see you can never have enough power, but after driving that Hellcat, you can definitely have too much power. I think it has a good amount of power. Like, it has a lot, but I don't think. First of all, it does not have the proper tires.
Maybe it's bad tires or just too small.
No, brand new tires. Those are the ones that it shipped with.
Oh my god!
It only had 9,000 miles on there, and you could tell these were not abused tires. I've seen abused tires. They're factory 275s.
That's tiny.
Yeah.
For how much power it's putting out in the front or the back or square?
Rear.
What? 275?
275.
Dude, I'm like 90% sure. What do M3 ship with? The F80 M3s, if you remember, or the.
I honestly have no idea.
But I'm pretty sure they're bigger.
I'm going to TireRack.com right now.
Oh my god.
I want to say there are.
Okay, so
285s.
305's in the back.
Really? On M3?
Apparently.
How'd you Google that? Oh, you probably just Googled that.
I just Googled it. Straight
Shop by vehicle. Let's make BMW.
Wait, actually, no, I'm lying.
2018.
Yeah, no, I was wrong. It says it can fit up to a 305.
And 3 competition with ceramic brakes.
I was wrong. It's only 275. But the thing is, people can run bigger tires. Yeah. But again, that's on a car with like literally half the horsepower.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see what the M5 is.
M5 might be 295.
BMW 2019. Let's do 2020 M5.
F90 M5 rear tire size. You get 285s in the back.
Where is M5? I hate TireRack's website.
I mean, you're just going to TireRack. I'm just going directly to the forums, bro.
It goes to M340.
You're taking way too long. I'm already done here.
Oh! I needed to scroll down farther. X5M. I remember those were fat tires.
Those are... Oh, dude, the old ones? Oh, yeah. Those boys are big.
Those were what? 3... So, yeah, 285. 285 on the 20 inches on the rears for the M5.
Yeah.
But BMW 2018 X6M, so that's basically X5M. 325s.
Yeah.
And that's an all-wheel drive vehicle that's heavier and less power.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. For me, I just think that Hellcats are overrated, overpowered.
Overpowered,
The
yeah.
Scat Packs aren't bad, I think. They're like what,
They're
400,
just bad
450.
cars. I don't. Okay, they're probably not bad cars. They're just not good cars.
They're not great, yeah. For that much money, I could find so many other cars, but that I want.
Yeah. Like,
Like,
I don't need power. I've never been a huge classic American muscle car person, mainly because I would take handling over straight line speed any day.
yeah, same.
So I would much rather have. That's why being a car person, like I was never into like old American cars. Like I liked my Ford, but that's all I know. I didn't really know about European cars really, and then my grandfather kind of taught me a little bit about them, but I was only just that one car he had, and when I was younger I wanted to learn a newer car and he had an older car. But like getting into it, like old-fashioned touring car races, like
Yeah.
Formula 1, like old school handling cars, that to me that's just like I would take an E30 M3 over an original Shelby Cobra Mustang thing.
I could see myself getting into like a 68 Mustang. I just wouldn't have the knowledge to appreciate it.
I can appreciate it because
They're a nice car. Back then, they were cool.
it's a classic American car. It was, I
Yeah.
forgot who said it, but it's as American as apple pie.
Yeah.
It's just freedom because it was cheap, it was plentiful, it was reliable, it was fun.
Yeah.
And then you have, but it was a commuterish muscle fun car, not a handling race car.
Yeah. 6.2 liter V8. It's like AMG is built. AMG is still German muscle, but they handle better.
They do.
Yeah.
Like I drove an AMG GTC today, and it was fun. But it's
Okay,
not.
that's a different league of car though.
Yeah, it's a new one.
Yeah.
But just like, I would still take an M5 over that. Like
Yeah.
I drove an M5 back to back with that, and I would take the M5 over that. Less power, more weight, bigger car, but I think it handled itself better.
Yeah, I feel it.
It's more composed on its feet.
I think we should wrap it up soon. 'Cause honestly, I'm getting tired and I got stuff to do. So.
Yeah, me too. It's an hour and 28 minutes now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Any final
thank you guys
things?
for tuning in for this episode of Law of
That's what I
Attraction.
meant. There we go.
We should probably actually start tweeting this out.
We should.
And,
I need to make like an intro and an outro.
Do we really need one?
I don't know. Maybe just
We are the intro and outro. I mean, making an
That's-
intro and outro just seems like so much work.
No,
Maybe if we ever do those like fancy car commercial things, we can like make little like a short little reel. But even then, I feel like that's just kind of, it's just more. We'll see. We gotta hang out at some point. Maybe get some food or something. But
I don't know. We should go out to like dinner one night since like restaurants are opening.
I'm not 100% on the whole restaurant thing because you're still sitting on top of people
No, I'm not.
practically.
Last time I went, people were way far out.
Oh yeah. Nah, I mean I'm down for a parking lot, but not like a restaurant.
So like just go through a drive-through and just like hang out on our cars.
Quite literally, yeah. That shit's fun as hell. Yeah. All right. We'll do something. Anyways,
Okay.
stay safe, all of our viewers. Appreciate you listening. Whatever you're doing, probably not listening anymore, but we'll figure. We'll get an
Yeah.
audience eventually. This is fun for us. All right. Later, guys. Have a good
See
one.
y'all. Good night. Drive safe.